come around us. Just even like, just think about the board, just the people. It's just
All right, here we go. We are live. It is 11/23/19, so that must mean it is a day of giving for Glow Mission. And we are here live at the Holy Grind in China Grove. That's right, China Grove. It's an amazing place to be. You want to be here? Come on up, get some coffee, buy some for your friends. We've got a packed house here. They all came to see this. Not really, they came for the music. But they're here. And so we're live here for our day of giving. My wife's in Ukraine. If you don't know what Glow Mission is, Glow Mission stands for Go Love Others Well. And my wife and I were compelled to start this ministry when we hosted an orphan. And, it's kind of a scary thing because this kid was like 16 years old. And somebody said, hey, there's this tall kid. I thought of your family. You have tall kids. Would you possibly think about hosting? And we only had a few days to decide. And I'm sitting there thinking, there's a 16-year-old kid. I've got like a little 6-year-old in the house. It's freaking, a 6-year-old little girl in the house. I'm like, how can I bring this teenage boy in there? I'm worried, as a dad, you're thinking about those kind of things. And then finally it just hit us. Okay, it's Christmas time. How can we say there's no room at the inn, right? There's this kid who needs to be hosted. And so we said yes. And then God pricked our heart because as soon as we saw him, we knew this was our boy. And so we decided that, look, this is our son. So we started to take care of him. But since he was 16, we couldn't adopt him. So we started, we actually went and did a camp, met all of his friends, and we're like, man, we've got to do something to help save all these kids because the statistics are so bad of what happens to them, how they're preyed upon, and just the statistics of them even making it in the Ukrainian society. So we started the Glow Mission in order to do that. So anyway, I wanted to recap that because we have a lot of people in the house so they can hear what Glow Mission is about. And this time we're going to talk about partnerships. And we partnered with a lot of companies, a lot of businesses that have come alongside of us because they know the importance of fulfilling Scripture and listening to the Lord, reading His Word, and knowing that it's so important to help widows and orphans in their time of need and keep oneself uncorrupted by the world. And so we're here with two very special people. Before I talk about them, what I wanted to do is make sure we talk about Wayne and Jill Stover, who have Alex Construction. And they're a general contractor in North Carolina, South Carolina. They're our sponsor for this time slot, and we're so thankful for them partnering with us and them getting on board with what we're doing. But I'm here with two very special people. I just told them these are two of my favorite people. I just love them. They're so sweet. They're awesome. They carry the heart of the Lord so well. Tim and Christy Gromas, they're absolutely amazing. And what I want to do is I want to ask you guys, first of all, Tim, I want to throw this to you. Why did you guys get involved with Glow? Like as a business, you're a business owner. I know you also work for the police department, but you're a business owner, and you're like, man, why is it that you got on board with what we do?
Yeah, so there's several reasons. The first of which is that in the Bible, God talks about taking care of the widow and the orphan. Yeah, sure. Sorry. Yeah. James 1:27 talks specifically about giving care to the widow. The religion that is pure is caring for the widow and the orphan. And that's not exactly, I'm paraphrasing, but as I was reading through the Bible, you talked about obeying Scripture, and those words really resonated with me, that religion that is pure. So what you guys are out there doing is pure religion. You are demonstrating the love of God through just being there for these kids and giving up your lives and sacrificing so many things for them. And so what we're doing is just a small part of helping you do such a much bigger thing. And we want to help you continue to do that because you have a wonderful heart for it. And that was the second part, is we could see that this was just something that was really on your heart, that God had laid it in front of you, that you were just leaning on God for the direction and all of it. And we're so thankful to be a part of it. We're so proud of you guys for everything you've done, and just so happy that we can be a part of this amazing journey. We get to help widows and orphans, which is what God wants us to do. So, yeah.
So they, what's really cool about the Gromises is that they started with some children's ministry. We were doing children's ministry at the Refuge, and they came alongside of us and there and helped us. Now, I'm sure probably, because of that, seeing what we did there with the kids, you're like, man, this is something worth looking into, whatever they're starting to do next. Let's check it out, see what it's about. So, Christy, I want to talk to you about, we have Glow Kids. And you did a Valentine's Day project, and I'd love for you to talk a little bit about that, because part of our vision is it's not just Ukraine. Right now, that's our main focus, but we have a community focus here also, and that Valentine's project was a community-focused one for this area. So if you would, tell a little bit about that, how that got started, and what that meant to you.
Yeah, so Tim and I both kind of had a vision for just finding a way to, as a family with our children, reach out into the community and to just, we've kind of been praying about that. And then Dara approached us and talked to us about this vision that she had for Glow Kids and how she really wanted to help link together the generations. And that's another big thing too, is it's really important to us for our kids to know how to honor generations that are older. There's so much wisdom, to glean from them. So we actually partnered with Elder Orphan Care, and they gave us some names of people who were kind of shut-ins, people that don't get many visitors. I don't know, different family situations, and so all the kids got together and made Valentines. And we put together goodie bags. Some people donated baked goods and things like that. And so we went and visited different shut-ins and just prayed with them, talked with them, shared the cards with them. And I'll never forget the gentleman that we visited. He didn't want us to leave. He was so happy to have somebody there. And it was just so great for my girls to experience just giving of themselves. And seeing it was just awesome. I mean, it just blessed our family. And we heard so many awesome stories of the kids, other kids who had gone and visited people. And so that was just, one thing that we've done. And I know Dar has vision for a whole lot more. So we're really excited about what God has in store for that.
Yeah, we are, that was one of I love that event that we did, because we had similar stories. Where we went in and they would have stayed with us for hours longer. We had to go at some point, but man, we just could have kept talking to them, and they just loved it. And just kind of almost bridges that were created. There was a couple that was really close to us, and they were pretty far along in age, in their 80s. And we caught them actually coming home from the store and having a hard time getting the house. So we got to bless them just outside their house, and we just talked to them for the longest time. And it was just cool, kind of the connection that was made. And it's that whole thing of, getting out into your community. I mean, that stirred us, and it stirred you guys. And I think it stirred everybody that was a part of that project. And I absolutely loved it. And we want to, that's kind of future vision. We want to do more with that. We want to work with orphan grads here. Right now, Ukraine's our focus, and it'll always be a part of what we do. It's how we started. But we have a vision to more domestic things, more community things here. But also in other countries, I mean, we've got, I believe the Lord's going to open up all kinds of stuff for us to do as these connections keep building and God keeps uniting believers together. And that's what I love about you guys. I was saying this earlier. I'm so blessed with the people that have come around us. It's like a kiss from the Lord that He allows us to do this kind of stuff together. It's so awesome because we need each other. That's what it's about. Like, Dar and I couldn't do this on our own. We need people like the Gromises. We need people like the people that you've seen here today, people like you at home that have given. So please go to glowmission.org. You can give there. Okay, make sure you go to that website, give there, like the page, share it with a friend, and give. We're here to raise. We've got 34% of what we raised. Right now we're sitting at $17,135, and so that's awesome. We have a goal of 50, so I hope we can make it there. That would be amazing. So if somebody wants to go ahead and cover the $32,865, we'll take the check, right, Jim?
Absolutely.
Okay, he said he'll do it. He's not scared. Okay, Jim is not scared of a big check like that. If you want to go ahead and double that, and that's even better. We would be way past it. So anyway, listen, this is not for us. This is for what we do, and this would fund a lot of what we do. We've talked about earlier the things that we're doing to help these kids, and ministry takes money, and it's so cool. It used to be when we first started this, I was almost kind of scared to ask, like you almost get kind of intimidated to ask people because you're like, gosh, I got to keep asking for money. But then you start to realize that you're not asking for money, you're asking people to partner with what the Lord's doing so they can have their hand in what this ministry's doing, because not everybody can go. Like, we're able to go, but not everybody can go. That God's given you, it's amazing the doors that God's opening for both of you guys, and it's going to be harder for you to go than it is for me. We've freed up a lot of ways to where it made our life scheduled our life in such a way that we can go. But we need people like you that the Lord is giving favor to in the business world to help fund this. And it's awesome because it not only funds us, but it blesses your business. It blesses families' life. It blesses so many families' lives around. So anyway, just want to tell you guys how grateful we are for the Gromises. Love you guys so much. You guys mean the world to us. And again, we want to thank so much Wayne and Jill Stover, LX Construction. You've got some construction needs. Check them out. And we're going to go to Ukraine and see my lovely bride.
We're going to a video from LX Construction first.
You're going to find out about LX Construction because we're going to go to their video. So check out this video, man. I think they're an awesome company.
And this is Mike Stover, and we run LX Construction, ELLEX, and we concentrate on new construction and remodeling work, typically in the South Charlotte area, but pretty much the surrounding Charlotte area. And we've been in business since 2004, and we really support the GLOW Foundation and really love what it stands for. Jill?
Well, the best thing about GLOW is just that when we support it, we aren't the hands and the feet, but we're able to support it in other ways because there are some wonderful men and women that work with GLOW and go and do amazing things for the orphans over there, which we have felt led to help orphans, but especially led as far as to help the ones that can actually go help them. So they're a great organization. They do a lot for children in third world country, especially Ukraine, and give them opportunities and lessons in life so that they can go out and hopefully get jobs and be on their own one day, and just teach them things that they're not learning over there. And so we feel very fortunate that we're able to at least help them in that way.
And I think it's important, too, that if we, like Jill said, can't be the hands and feet, if we can help contribute to the people that can be the hands and feet. We've done Jamaica mission trips where people just give to us because they love the opportunity of being able to help. If they can't do it with their hands, they can do it financially. And so that really helps us, want to contribute as well.
here with one of my dear ministry friends, Kim Jackson with Elder Orphan Care. We're actually here at her 5K stocking run extravaganza. Tell us what we're doing here.
Okay, so this is our second annual stocking stroll, a walk, or this year it was an official 5K, which is really cool. We had some runners come out that really do the real deal, and so that kind of upped the game a little bit. But we've got, all kinds of fun things going on, and it raises money to fill stockings of joy for local older adults in need, and so we do this every year.
And you also take stockings to Romania as well, don't you?
We do. God birthed us in Romania, but we're based here in Concord, and so a couple of years ago we felt God nudge us and say, look in your own backyard. So
good.
The day after Thanksgiving, I have a team. I'll be going with a team to Romania, and we'll deliver about 600 stockings to elderly who were either homeless or on their way to homelessness, and about 600 here in Rowan and Cabarrus County. So
good. One of the reasons I wanted you to meet Kim is because one of the things we do as Glow is go love others well. What our main purpose is to ignite people to use our gifts, talents, resources to love others well. And it doesn't have to be exactly what we're doing. It can be with someone else. So we always want to promote other ministries. That's where we are the family of God. We are cheering one another on. And I cheered this woman on and her work in Romania. We actually partnered with you last year for our Valentine's project.
It was so good.
And got to deliver some Valentines to their people. And so anyway, tell them your website, Kim.
It's www.elderorphancare.com. And we're also on Facebook, Elder Orphan Care. Also, Love Your Older Neighbor and Christmas Stockings of Joy. So, but I want to brag on this lady because she was the impetus of doing an intergenerational thing, which we love. We really want young people to pour into older adults, and then older adults have a lot to offer young people too. So some of the pictures of them delivering Valentines were just warmed your heart. Where you have somebody, 10, 11 years old, and somebody in their 80s or 90s, and so it's such a win-win. And I know it makes God smile because we know how God feels about both his younger children and his older children.
That's right. I love that. Love your older neighbor. It's so good. Please check them out because I know many people have a heart, or maybe you're looking for a ministry. You're looking for something that that you want to do. Maybe you can't go to Ukraine, but you can go and you can work with a local ministry like Elder Orphan Care. You can visit someone who's lonely and just want a friend. They just want someone to talk to. I love this ministry. So check them out. I love Elder Orphan is like people, that family, and the Bible says he sets the lonely in family, and that's what this ministry is all about. Yeah. So thank you, Kim Jackson. And Romania is our neighbor in Ukraine too.
Yes,
so we love
we're
Romania.
neighbors there too. So it's so good. It's a yay God all the way around.
All right. Well, God bless. Pray for this ministry and get involved. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Dar.
Go love others.
A.m. Ukraine time, and I'm Vovka and I are the last ones standing. You guys, you gotta meet Vovka here soon. He's my YWAM media guy. We're sitting here by the fire and thinking about vision, future vision for Glow. I love the Grommases. Oh my goodness. I tell you, I just know the best people. I'm so thankful for all of you. I'm so blessed by seeing you all today. You don't know what it's meant to me to watch you all come into the Holy Grind, my friends, and feel like I'm with you, and I am. And I love sharing vision with others and doing this together. That's the best part. So as far as future vision for Glow, I love visioning. You know, I love to just to do what's next, what's next in the Lord's heart. And you know, kids are a huge part of Andrew and I, of our hearts, and what God has used us in. But you know, one of the things I think is so important is that kids know how to go love others well. So you will be seeing in the future it's the formation of Glow Kids Clubs. And we kind of started this year in a small way. As you just saw the recap videos and of working with Elder Orphan Care. Christy mentioned that, Andrew mentioned that. But we got to partner with an amazing ministry, Elder Orphan Care. I'd love for you to check them out too. I love the word. I mean, Elder Orphan Care. If you think about even with those words, we don't think of elder people as orphans, but some of them have no family to take care of them. They are like, you know, and the Lord sets the lonely in family, and we are called in James 1:27 to care for the widow and the orphan. And so I love Kim Jackson and Tammy Blackburn and the people with Elder Orphan Care and their heart to be family to those our older neighbors. So, you know, the very last verse of the Old Testament talks about the hearts of children turning towards their father and the father towards the children. It's like a generational call. Right before that 400 years of silence till the New Testament started. And I believe that is that is so important, those last words before the coming of Jesus is recorded. That was on God's heart, to see the generations turn towards each other. So I have a desire to see the hearts of kids ignited. You know, we live in a generation that is becoming more and more selfie oriented. Now, I do take a lot of selfies, but they're not just of myself. They're always me with other people. So, you know, but I've been told I'm known for my selfie game. But I do like to do it with other people. But, you know, all that to say, really, this is more of a selfie generation. And to combat that, I think we need to ignite our kids to love others well. And how awesome to do it as a family, to do it with your parents, to do it for the generations, the older generation. And so you'll see projects like that in the future. I love Valentine's Day because, you know, Glow's all about love. You'll see some Valentine projects coming up, ways to encourage kids to love others and get them thinking. We had a little Glow executive team meeting with some kids this year. I just kind of got a little focus group of kids and heard their hearts. And so Christy and I are going to work on developing some of those ideas. And if you want to be involved with us in that, let us know. And this is one of the things in our vision for 2020. If you got one of these Glow cards in the mail, you'll see, you know, we have our strategy in Ukraine, but also we have Glow teams, and we want teams of people that are going to work together to light this world on fire with the love of God and the light of God, the light shining in the darkness. When light shines in the darkness can't overcome it. So there's a lot of darkness, and we just need to shine all the brighter. And so one way is igniting those kids. So excited about Glow Kids Club, and also excited about future partnerships, domestic things, and partnering and promoting other ministries that work with orphans and even our aged out orphans here in Ukraine. I mean, not here. We are working with them here in Ukraine, but there in America. One time, at the beginning of my journey here, I was kind of frustrated before I met those wonderful pastors and hearing their heart for how they are helping the orphans in Ukraine, the ones we interviewed earlier here from Slavansk. I was thinking about the church in Ukraine and what I'd heard of them not doing much for the orphans, and I was like, why isn't the church helping their own kids? And I heard the Lord whisper just to my heart. That thought came to my mind. What are you doing for the aged out orphans in America? And it made me think of the foster system. And so there's some ministries and some people I know I need to meet. I've been told about, and I'm excited about that, and seeing what we can do to help the aged out orphans, really the foster care kids. But again, just another challenge. Invite someone to your table over this holiday. Someone maybe that needs family. And there's some great resources out there that will be, as we develop our website, we're going to be promoting resources and organizations that do just that help those without family. We're going to partner with God and set the lonely in family. And so that's part of our vision. Pray for us. Another way you can join Glow and Glow with us is by becoming a prayer partner with us. And if you want to be part of a prayer, we know we need to increase our prayer base, and that being a big deal. If you feel called to pray, I have some great prayer people. I put a prayer post out to every once in a while. I know I have certain people I can call at any moment of the day and be like, pray for me with this right now. But please pray for Glow. And if you'd like a kid to sponsor in prayer, be a prayer patron. Your dollars are so welcome. Your prayers are more powerful. So this is to raise funds, but I want to raise prayer partners as well. So if you want to do that, message us on the Glow Mission page or at Dar Draper. I see that one more. I kind of really in check with my messenger on Facebook. So Dar Draper, message me if you want to be part of our prayer, if you feel called to that. So anyway, thank you so much, and we will see you next hour. And thank you so much for glowing with us.